do that. You know, I should probably put it in Discord too, that we're streaming. Oh, wait. Wrong one. Hold on. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
There we are.
All right.
Mute us.
Looking good.
Okay.
You know what? I might change this color for my thing here. Oh, no. We're both kind of blending in with the overlay, so I decided to change my lighting a little bit.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm going to go and tweet this out.
All right.
Let me retweet it. Retweet it.
All right. It's on Facebook. So now let me retweet.
Oh, you want to retweet it there? I don't know where that came from. Ah, yes.
I don't hate it, though.
I want to retweet it there, Lottie.
Where the hell? Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right.
Then I've got the tabs open.
I do too.
Should probably open the one for the game I'm reviewing.
That would be helpful. Make sure my... I don't have Discord open. I need to have a bot that does that for me. I need somebody that knows how to do bots.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no bots.
Self-promo, here we go. We are live, and Derek is reviewing Ristar.
The Star of Rye.
Let's see. No, not hashtag. Why are you hashtagging? YouTube.com/@jfunktastic. All right. There's Mushmouth. What's up, man?
Yep. I should just say that for my review. It's okay.
It's okay.
All right. We'll see you next week. Or as Wally would say, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. All right. We ready to do this thing?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Greetings, programs, and we're back for another episode of the Nerd Cave Retro Show. My name is Jason Robbins.
And my name is Derek Diamond.
So how has your week been? Mine has been full of Tears of the Kingdom. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, pretty much the same for me. I sent you a text last night. So have you made it to the depths of Hyrule yet?
No, not yet. I've been following the story so far, and I got to the part where you're following the little bird guy that you were with at the last game, and he does the thing where he blows air and
the gusts.
Yeah, the gusts. And I'm way up in that part where you're going around trying to get from place to place. And I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like I'm ready for this yet. So I went back to the very first area, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to go around and find all of the shrines in this area before I do anything else, because I just don't feel like I am equipped enough yet to be where I'm at.
That's a very smart strategy. As someone who did not do that, it is a very smart strategy.
Well, whenever I came across this huge golem creature, he's made of blocks, and he had like a big green fist. and I fell off this platform I was on. I was running, and the ground came out from beneath me, and I fell down to his platform, and I'm like, oh, that's a big bastard. He turns around and hit me one time, and I was dead. And I was like, I don't feel like I should be here yet. So
you just hear the
Yep. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to the beginning. The little bird guy was like, oh, you're leaving already? Well, come back when you can. I'm like, all right, dude. See you later.
We'll catch up later.
Yeah, we'll catch up when I feel like it.
Yeah, so the depth. So obviously you've seen that you know there are giant chunks of the land that are floating in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are passageways to the depths of Hyrule where the beginning of the game took place. And it's as big as Hyrule.
That's the thing. Like, this whole game is so freaking huge, man. It's twice the size of Breath of the Wild, easily. It's got to be.
And now we've seen why it's taken 6 years for it to come out. But what's cool is, like in Breath of the Wild, you can find the suits that Link wore in the previous games. And when I found that out, and most of them are, I think most, if not all of them, are in the depths of Hyrule. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of want one of those outfits. I'm like, I'll find the one from Ocarina of Time. And that's just what I've been doing. I sent you a text last night, after I got the whole set. Mm-hmm. But there's several of them. There's one from Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, even cool. The original Legend of Zelda.
Sweet. Yeah, I just decided to go back to the beginning, and I went back to the beginning, ran a little side quest for a little bit, and then I used the tower to shoot myself back way up in the air so I could see where all the shrines were. So I'm just gonna do that for the foreseeable future.
It's just such a fun game, and like I was able to pull myself away enough to play what I'm reviewing tonight, but that's mostly what I've been doing is Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I had to go to Tallahassee for work Saturday, so I was pretty wiped by the time I got home.
I'm
just gonna play Zelda.
I hate Tallahassee. I've been there many times, and I can't stand that city.
Yeah, well, I won't knock individuals that are from there, but I will say that my favorite view of Tallahassee is in my rearview mirror.
Yep. Other than that, Joey Emmons sent me a message a little while ago. He's having an MRI tonight on his neck, and he's supposed to have.
I saw it on his Facebook.
Yeah, one more spinal surgery. So I told him, we'll be ready when his segment is ready. It's still coming. We just I'm not going to rush him on it. So let's send all your best wishes to Joey right now. So hopefully he'll get his spine fixed up soon, and he won't have to worry about all that anymore. And he said, it's great to have some paid time off work. I was like, yeah, that's a hell of a way to get it, though.
Yeah, there's always drawback, or there's usually drawbacks to extended PTO.
Yeah.
But no, definitely best wishes to him. I know he's been looking at having that done for a while now, so hopefully everything works out for the best.
I know you're lagging a little bit, so but we will trudge forth, and so you're about a second or two behind me on the Zoom. So if you're listening to this on the audio, apologize for that. But you know how technology is; sometimes it's not the best. So we'll do with it what we can.
Yep.
But anything else you want to throw out there about this weekend? I don't know what else I did other than play. I keep wanting to say Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom. I got called out on YouTube last week, too, because I said Breath of the Wild and not Tears of the Kingdom. So they said, made a point that I said around 5 minutes, I said Breath of the Wild. I was like, everybody knows what I meant.
Freudian slip.
Yeah. Anything else you want to throw out there before we move into the news this evening?
I'm excited to talk about this first story.
Yeah, me too. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Some of tonight's stories were submitted to us by Donner, Party of Five, and Armez Jackson. And if you have a story you'd like us to cover, send them to nerdcaveretro@gmail.com. And this first one is from Donner, and I will save his little notes here for after I read about this here. It's where is this from? This is from Sky News. Yes, I accept your cookies. Sky News, news.sky.com. Man accused of robbing South Carolina store using Nintendo Duck Hunt pistol. And I hate the fact that they called it Duck Hunt pistol. It is the Nintendo light gun zapper is what it is.
Yeah, at least get your facts straight before you put out a story.
Police said the perpetrator demanded cash and showed the cashier a gun in the waistband of his pants, which turned out to be a spray-painted Nintendo Duck Hunt game fake pistol. David Joseph D'Alessandro, 25, was detained following the incident at a Quick Stop. Oh man, you robbed a Quick Stop in Sharon, South Carolina, around 5:45 p.m. on Tuesday. He demanded cash, showed the gun. Let's see. It just says Duck Hunt is a shooter game where players aim to hit on-screen moving targets while they're in the air. He was found in a nearby car park with the fake gun, and he was arrested and booked into the York County Detention Center. And so Donner says, so the real question is, was the business run by ducks? Was the K9 unit snickering at him as he was getting arrested? This guy disrespecting Hogan's Alley so hard that he hold the gun 2 inches from their faces to ensure a no miss. And okay, I'm done with jokes. This would be perfect for Joey's segment. So what do you think there, Derek? You got some things to say about it.
So first of all, the fact that they robbed the guy robbed the Quick Stop. I just want to drive to Sharon, South Carolina, and just look around and say, bunch of savages in this town, and then drive off. No, this is. I admire the effort. I will say that, but don't go around robbing stores. And if this is just really stupid, is all it is. Like I read about this a few days ago, and I'm like, I hope somebody submits it for the show so we can at least mention it. But
Mushmouth,
this is.
Mushmouth in the chat room says, look, regarding the light gun incident, I really needed that money for crack. Why do I think that this would be something you would do?
Yeah, probably. If he were the person mentioned in this story, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not surprised.
You know, I'm surprised this is the first story we've ever heard of where somebody used a zapper gun to rob a store.
It's had to have happened before.
It has to.
Yeah, like I would be shocked beyond belief if this was the first time that someone used the light gun zapper as at least they spray painted it to try and make it look somewhat like a real gun.
Honestly, he did a pretty good paint job on it. I mean, it looks pretty cool. He got it all black except for the grip on the side. He actually taped off the grip so the grip stayed gray while the rest of it is black and the trigger is orange. So I mean, it looks almost like the Sega light gun.
It makes me think, had this been like a more popular peripheral for the NES, if they had offered like a black alternative that looked like this,
yeah,
I'd probably get one.
I mean, they changed it from gray to red or orange back in the day, I guess to keep people from actually doing what this guy did. But even still, you know, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I commend him for a good paint job on it.
It doesn't say like what he was sentenced to or if he was just released or whatever happened to him.
I don't know. This just happened, so he doesn't look like the kind of guy that would be able to come up with some bail money. So I imagine he's sitting in the county jail right now in South Carolina.
You know, the other thing, too, is I'm surprised this didn't happen in Florida.
Yeah. That's true.
If this had happened here, I still wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah. It's a Florida man.
Yeah. Next story comes to us from NintendoEverything.com. Taito Milestones 2 seeing English release in the West. It was revealed that it's NN Games is working on a version of Taito Milestones 2 for fans in the West, and a release is planned for August 31st, 2023, which includes games, just ones of note: New Zealand Story, that was released in 1988, Darius 2, the 3-screen arcade version, which was released in 1989, The Legend of Cage from 1985, Liquid Kids from 1990, Solitary Fighter from 1991, and Metal Black from 1991. There is a trailer that you can watch that is included in the article. It was previously announced in April, but that news only confirmed a Japanese release and will now be happening worldwide this August, and you can pre-order it on Amazon as we speak.
Yep, we talked about this a couple of months ago, and I knew eventually it was probably going to get an American release, and the only ones I really remember were Legend of Cage and Darius. So, I would like to try it out to see some of these other games on here, but I really don't recognize most of them.
Yeah, I don't either, and I'm looking to see what so you could buy it for $40.
That's not bad, actually, for a physical copy.
Yeah, and it's got a fair amount of games, so I don't know if I'll be picking this up personally. The only name that I recognize is Darius, but hopefully those that are looking forward to it, hopefully it'll be as good as they hope.
Yeah, Dino Rex sounds familiar, but I think I don't know. I probably played that in the arcade or something back then.
Dino Rex sounds like a Lego set.
Yeah, it does. Up next, we from our favorite site, NintendoLife.com, the Super Mario Brothers movie Steelbook is already being shipped out in the U.S. It made its digital debut last month, so when can we expect to see the physical version arrive? The following a supposed leak that suggested the Steelbook release will be arriving on the 6th of June in 2023, which is tomorrow. It seems some Mario fans in the U.S. have already secured their copy. According to reports, a weekly ad by the retailer Target also indicates it could be a Tuesday release next week. A number of fans on the Nintendo subreddit mentioned how they had already received their copies, and others have even been sharing photos on social media platforms. A lot of these copies appear to come from Best Buy. Keep in mind, there's no release date for the regions just yet. And so, there's pictures on here of people holding up the 4K Blu-ray copy, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed with the cover. I was kind of hoping it was going to look like an old black box Nintendo game. Yeah,
they just went with a plain background and a picture of the red mushroom.
Yeah,
I was hoping for a little more myself, but I'm still going to be getting it. If it's at Best Buy, because there's one right down the road from my house, and when we're done with the show, I might see if they have it.
As soon as show's over.
You see me go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'm a little surprised that it's coming out this early. I thought maybe July is when it would be coming out, as far as a Blu-ray goes.
Dude,
but
do you remember?
I'm not going to complain if it's coming out next week.
Do you remember when we were kids? I remember movies would be in the theater, and they'd be in the theater for 2 or 3 months, and then they would leave the theater, and you wouldn't get to rent it or see it again for at least a year before it came out on VHS. And except Batman was the exception. It came out that summer, and then it was out by Christmas, and that was mind-bending at the time because I got it on VHS. But I remember movies when I was a kid, if you didn't see them in the theater and you missed it, you were just screwed for a year until it came out on VHS. And now it's day and date. This was in the theater, just it's probably still in the theater, and now it's coming out for Blu-ray and on demand and everything. So what a world we live in now.
And I remember when DVDs and Blu-rays started becoming a thing, and I used to have my go-to websites that I would always check at least once a week. that would say like, okay, this movie's coming out in August or September on DVD, because there would be some movies that I couldn't go to the theater to see.
Yeah.
So then I would just count down the days until it would come out on, DVD or Blu-ray. And even then it was still a few months, like nothing like, with VHS tapes, but I can remember waiting, for sometimes 5 to 6 months for it to come out on DVD or Blu-ray.
And then you go to the rental, you go to Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or whatever you rented your tapes from. More than likely, it's already been rented out. Even though they would have like 30 copies of it, it would still just be an empty shelf. And you're like, ugh! You would be calling every day, be like, did somebody come bring it back? Did somebody bring back Terminator 2 yet?
What a time.
These damn kids today, they got nothing to complain about. Nothing.
No,
I tell you.
No, they don't. No, they do not. Our last story comes to us from, I'm probably going to get his name wrong, but I'm going to try to say it anyway. Lily Pudding, LILIPUTING.com. I assume it's Lily Pudding. Anbernic RG Nano is a keychain-sized retro game console. Chinese handheld gaming Anbernic is preparing to launch its smallest game console to date. The upcoming Anbernic RG Nano.
Derek's frozen. I'll read it while while we catch up. The Chinese handheld gaming company Anbernic is preparing to launch its smallest game console to date. The upcoming Anbernic RG Nano measures just 68 by 42 millimeters, making it small enough to clip on keychain and keep in your pocket or handbag. But it's also a full-fledged game system with color display, D-pad, action buttons, and even shoulder buttons. The RG Nano has an aluminum alloy body and comes in several color options, including dark purple, blue, and red. It hasn't revealed full details for the device yet, but we know that it has a USB-C port for charging, data, and audio. The company has released a promo video that you can see on the Anbernic site on YouTube, and does not have a price on it yet. Looking here, I do not see a price for it yet, but we will keep you guys updated. I actually wouldn't mind having an Anbernic myself. I've heard a lot of stuff about it over the last couple of weeks. You get it. It's about $80 off of Amazon, and it comes with a ton of retro games on it. So if you guys are interested, he left and went to Best Buy. But after this, actually, I'm going to go ahead and pause the audio right now, and hopefully we'll be able to get Derek back here in just a second. So I'm going to pause the audio, and you guys watching on YouTube, you'll get all the behind the scenes stuff. So there we go. We are paused, and let's see. Hopefully it's just a blip. Okay, Derek says his internet went out. He's going to restart his router. Okay, just jump back on when you can. So what's up, guys? How are y'all doing this evening? Let me look up that Anbernic, actually, while we're sitting here. Anbernic RG35XX. Let's see. Let's go to the Anbernic site. Let's see. Oh, these are cool. Holy cow, they have a Windows console? Oh, these are cool. All right, let me see. RG35 3PS is shaped just like a controller. Looks like an old SNES controller. All right, let's see. The bestseller here looks like an old Game Boy. The price is $55. No, actually, it's on sale. No, wait. No, it's not on sale. The new Ambernick RG35XX is $55.99. I don't know what is the shipping on that. Ships from China, so I imagine it's going to be at least $20 shipping, at least. Let's see. It's supposed to come with a bunch of games on it too. Has HDMI out to TV. Let's see. 3.5-inch screen. Quad core ARM Cortex A9 CPU. 256 megabytes of RAM. 64 gigs of storage for the micro USB. Runs on Linux. Dual card slots, support TF card expansion. 5-hour battery life. There's Derek. He has returned.
Best Buy did not have the Super Mario. No, sorry about that, everybody. My internet just decided that it didn't want to work. So
that's all right, dude. I was looking
restart the router. So
Ambernick while you were gone, and it's at ambernick.com. Dude, I might actually get one of these.
It looks kind of cool. Like I feel like I would break it if I had one, but it looks kind of cool.
They have one that runs Windows, and it's only $300. It's $299.99. I mean, that's a hell of a lot cheaper than a Steam Deck.
That is a lot cheaper than a Steam Deck. Yeah, I'll have to look up more about this because it says it provides emulation up to the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
All right, let's resume. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, and we're back, everybody. We're just Derek's internet took a dump on us, so yeah.
it hasn't happened in a while, so yeah. It was due. But no, sorry about that, everybody.
No, I was looking up these Ambernicks while he was away, and you guys on YouTube were hanging out with me. These Ambernicks look really cool. The RG35XX is the one that looks like the old Game Boy, and it runs $55.99 on the Ambernick site. I know it runs about $75 on Amazon, but the shipping is cheaper on Amazon. If you get it from the Ambernick site, it comes straight from China, so I imagine it's probably $25 shipping. But still, honestly, it's worth it because it comes with like 2,000 games on it.
That's really not bad at all. And like you said, it might have been before we resumed, but a lot cheaper than a Steam Deck.
Yeah, and they do have one here that it looks like a Switch, but it's it's the Ambernick Win 600, and it's a Windows machine. So I'm like $300. That is a lot cheaper than a Steam Deck. So I'm wondering what the reviews are. So I'm gonna keep this tab open and look at this later tonight.
Yeah, because that's pretty cool.
But let's see. That was the end of the news for this week. So we want to run through this month in gaming history real fast.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. On June 3rd of 1986, Nintendo releases Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels as a sequel to the Super Mario Bros. Game that was not released in North America, partially because it was deemed too difficult. And then I will say that it's pretty rough. Is Derek frozen again? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. All right. So I guess I will go ahead and we'll do the rest of these this month in video game history. Actually, let me pause again. I'll pause one more time. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see, did it crash again? Yep, it did. Well, we may have to finish this tomorrow night. That's funny. We never had this much trouble with the internet before doing the show. I mean, I'm sure we have, but it's been a long time. Let's see. He said, yep. All right, let me see. Do you want to try one more time? And we will see what happens. Yeah, you did, Joey. What's up? I don't know if he's getting the storms. Probably. We didn't really get any storm here. But it is pretty dark outside. But Derek is having some trouble with his internet. He said it's hardline, so it shouldn't be doing this. Well, if we can't get it, if we try one more time and we can't get it, then we will pause the show and we'll finish it tomorrow. How's that B-Res coffee, everybody? 14th MRI. Good Lord, Joey. I don't know if I've ever had an MRI. I've had a CAT scan. But yeah, I was looking up those Ambernicks a minute ago, Joey. I don't know if you've seen these. They have one that is the Ambernick Win 600. It's a Windows machine. And it's like $300. Let's see. Stand by, he says. Yeah, it says supported game platform, Steam, PC, Xbox 360, PS3. Pretty much everything. Yeah, this is this one's a new product they have. It's the Ambernick Win 600. Preset Windows 10 Home Edition, supports Steam OS. There's Derek. Yeah, I was thinking it might be a good alternate for a Steam Deck.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
That's frustrating.
We'll try to finish this, and if we can't finish it, we'll just split the show and we'll finish it tomorrow. How does that sound?
Yeah, that works.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back again, everybody. Derek's
Strike
back.
2 for the internet.
So what we're going to do is if it goes out again, we will split the episode and we will finish up with Derek's review tomorrow night. And I'll just, we'll finish up tomorrow. But yeah, I already did this. June 3rd, Nintendo releases Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels. It was deemed too difficult for the American public, and I tend to agree with that.
Yeah, and it led to one of my personal favorite Mario games, Super Mario Brothers 2.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
June of 1989, Lucasfilm Games releases puzzle game Pipe Mania, which lives on in other titles as a visual representation of computer or security system hacking.
That's what they use for hacking in BioShock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny because when I looked up the Wikipedia article and you could see like a screen cap of the gameplay, it reminds me of. Did you ever play Minesweeper for Windows in the 90s? It kind of reminds me of that, like the look of that a little bit.
Does anybody ever understand how to actually play Minesweeper, or were we just randomly hitting tiles?
I was just randomly hitting tiles.
Yeah, I did too. And Joey Image is in the chat room, and yes, SMB2 is Doki Doki Panic. The one that we got is a reskin Doki Doki Panic.
Or as our friends in Japan call it, Super Mario USA.
Yeah. Or as they call it, Doki Doki Panic.
that too.
Let's see, June 29th of 1998, Rare releases Banjo-Kazooie for the N64 in North America.
One of my favorite platforming games of all time, and our friends Wally and Rampage did a really good episode about this game over on their podcast, the Dead Game Podcast, so go check that out. I love Wally's idea on how to bring back Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah. And their last episode for the season dropped today, too. It's all about Contra. Yep. I still got to listen to it.
Yeah, same. And last but not least, June 11th of 2001, Konami releases Castlevania Circle of the Moon for Game Boy Advance in North America.
Fantastic. Always got to love some Castlevania.
Yeah, and those Castlevania games, I've played one of them, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I had a lot of fun with it. And I've heard that, both the Castlevania Game Boy games are really good.
I would say any Castlevania game is good. I mean, they're not all good, but my love for the Castlevania series.
Oh, yeah.
But before we go into the review tonight, Derek, would you like to do our shout-outs?
Absolutely. As always, we'd like to shout out our awesome patrons over at patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. We want to shout out Travis Martin, Raven, Danny House, Justin Nispel, John West, Daniel Salmon, Mr. B-Res Coffee himself, Mike Eveland, Tyler Watson, Axeblade07, Armez Jackson, Carlos Longoria, a.k.a. I Am the Rampage! Staff Sergeant Sketch, Gus and Penny, Matthew Salmon, Joey Image, and Mama Diamond herself, Donna Diamond.
Mama Diamond. Oh, he froze again. No. All right, everybody. I think we're going to have to finish this tomorrow. But I'll go ahead and finish this out here. Thank you to everybody that is a patron of the show. Please give us money every month so we can keep this show going. And if you're now is the perfect time to get into our Patreon, because it's the beginning of the month. We just dropped our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles commentary last week, and it's gonna be another week and a half, 2 weeks before the regular public gets it. So if you want to go over there, you get access to that. You get access to whenever me and Wally do the news dumps, whenever there's some big news that drops. I do Pop Culture Palette Rewind every single month. And so, yeah, for as little as $1 a month, you can support the show. Please support us over there at patreon.com/nerdcaveretro. And I'm going to pause here, and we will be back in just 1 second. All right, everybody on YouTube. Derek says he's going to throw his router out the window. So should we just finish tomorrow? All right, we may have to finish the show tomorrow, everybody, because Derek's internet keeps going out. He might have a bad router. Oh, yeah. Okay, he says, yeah, let's just finish it tomorrow. So thank you, all you guys, for hanging out and putting up with Derek's internet. So we'll pick this back up tomorrow. I'll put out a post on Twitter and Facebook that we're going to split the show and finish it tomorrow. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. And I'm going to save this video on YouTube. I'll put it just not to public yet until we finish after tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and come back tomorrow evening when we can finish the show. Might be about the same time, 6-7 o'clock. So just keep an eye out on the Twitter and the Discord for tomorrow night. And I'm not sure how old his router is, Joey. I don't think it's that old, but apparently it is giving out tonight. So we'll see what happens. But just keep an eye out for tomorrow, and we will finish the episode tomorrow night. So thank you for hanging out with me, and we will see you guys tomorrow evening.